Hello, and welcome to TMSM Weekly Live. We're live. We're on there.
Hi. I'm turning down my volume so there's no feedback on the thing.
I can see that better now.
Okay.
Sorry, just trying to get my view here done so I can see everybody.
Hi, happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Another week.
What's the best part of your Monday, though? Is it TMSM Weekly Live?
I would hope.
I hope
maybe. So. I mean, TV programming isn't that great in the summer, so we might have a...
No, TV programming is kind of stinky right
now. We have a really fun show for you guys tonight, so if...
we're going to have clowns and animals. So there's the animal.
There's the dog snorting.
The pig. He's doing his pig imitation. He's good at it.
So if you would be so kind as to share this video, we sure would appreciate it.
Yes, we would.
Facebook has been terrible the past week with reach. So a lot of people are not seeing that we are live, which is sad. It makes me very sad. So thank God we have the replay so that people that miss us can go back and watch. But any shares, of course, do help us very much, and we appreciate it.
And it's crazy. We get more views after the show than during the show.
We do.
Which is awesome. I mean, it's great that we get as many as we do live, but it's awesome that so many people go back and rewatch it.
Yeah, I get that a lot. A lot of people that, we always miss you live because either they're busy or Facebook doesn't alert them.
And I know Shane watches it at least 4 times a day.
Shane watches it 4 times?
At least 4.
Thanks, Shane. We appreciate it. So loyal.
See, if we had a cliffhanger every week like TV shows do, people come back to see what the cliffhanger was.
Yeah, if we told a story, and if you want to hear how the rest of the story goes, you have to tune in.
Next week.
Maybe. Hey, we give prizes every week. I mean,
that's enough to eat here.
I mean, that should be a good thing. We bribe you.
We're upping the prizes. And we upped it again for this one. So stay tuned to the end of the show so you can see what the next prize is that's coming. And it is not this little box here that says Marvel. That's mine. I'm going to show you guys.
So,
are we ready to get started?
I think we are.
Are you ready to get started? Hello and welcome to TMSM Weekly Live, show number 53 for May 20th. 2019. I am Scott Atwood.
And I am Michelle Atwood.
And we have a fun-filled, family fun type show for you this evening.
Fun. It's fun.
It's lots of fun. How many times can one person say fun?
Fun.
I like the prizes. Yes.
Yes,
the
prizes. We have no problem, rewarding people for watching this silly show. Bribing, whatever.
Whatever you want to call it. Rewarding, bribing, whatever it takes.
It's so funny.
Show us your shirt. They want to see your shirt.
Oh, my shirt? Okay, so I have my Jasmine Aladdin ears on. But
I'll tell you why in a minute.
Okay, this is a shirt from Castaway Key. It is not a Aladdin shirt. It just matched my ears.
Not that she doesn't have a Aladdin shirt she could have put on.
I couldn't. You know what? No, I have one Aladdin shirt, and I wore it to the Mac event last week.
Which we're going to talk about.
We're going to talk about
that. Sadly, we don't have a lot of park stuff to talk to you guys about because we have not been to the parks.
I know. I kind of missed it.
Mm-hmm. It's been last week was very busy. As Michelle said, let's just start off. Last Tuesday, we were graciously invited by MAC Cosmetics to attend a premiere of the new movie Aladdin. When we got there, they told us we were the first group of 250 people in the world to see this film, which was awesome that we got to do that.
No, we got to tell them how it goes.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, okay, so you ready to, let's chat.
Let's chat.
Because this is interesting, and I couldn't wait to talk to you guys this week. So, okay, so when I'm going to just tell you the whole story. But I'll try not to drag it out too long. But I can't promise. So,
as long as they're still viewing, it doesn't matter if they're awake or asleep. You can leave this running, go to bed.
Come back and say,
counts as a view.
Is she still talking about Aladdin?
My gosh, woman, what did you relive the whole movie?
Okay, so what happens when you get invited to an event that you're not?
I don't know, Michelle. Tell us.
Okay, so this is what happened. So we got this special invitation from MAC Cosmetics, and we got the invitation. It was about the Aladdin line, which I'm going to show you soon.
Which was an exciting gift she got.
That's later in the story.
Okay, sorry.
All right. So when we got to Disney Springs, we checked in at the MAC store, and then they whisked me in, and they put some of the pretty cosmetics on, and they made me really pretty for the movie, even though it's dark in there.
And even though she was already pretty when we got there, because she had done all her makeup that she didn't need in the movie, but still, she was pretty.
He's got to say that. Anyway, so they gave you a little poof and, you know, a little highlight and stuff.
There was a poof?
Poof, poof.
I didn't see her do the poof.
I did. So, anyway, so that's on our YouTube channel.
That's right. I did a little video. I recorded the video of the girl who did her makeup, and they did that for everybody who was there.
Yes. So
I didn't get mine done.
No.
Everybody else did.
So they gave you a little like mini makeover, and then we went over to the theater, and because the movie it was almost 2 weeks before the movie isn't even out yet.
No.
So this is really interesting. They you walk in, you have to stand in line. And they give you these pouch bags.
Yeah, it's a neoprene bag. That's basically to lock up your phones. I've actually had them before at Disney Springs for a movie. Me and Aiden a while back went and saw a movie before it debuted, and they actually took my phone, put it in a plastic bag, and gave me like a code check number that I had to pick up after the movie. But this was a little bit different. They give you this bag, you put your phone in it, and then it seals almost like when you piece of clothing, they put that little sensor on there that goes off.
Yeah, it's almost like those alarms. Like
to lock it on there, it's magnetically locked. Only they can unlock it, so your phone's stuck.
Yeah, so like I had to shut off my phone and put it in a pouch, and then once it's sealed, it's sealed. You can't get it back.
And open. I tried.
And that made me nervous for a couple of reasons. I mean, for one, my business and livelihood, people send me messages on my phone. It's my lifeline. I know that's sad, but it's true. What am I going to do with my phone for a couple hours? And then I texted Aiden, our younger one, because he's a mama's boy. He's got to check with me all the time, and he's fine. He just says hello or whatever. So I told him, I'm not going to be able to answer you for a little while. Is everything okay? And he's like, fine, but that doesn't always mean anything. Sometimes he'll just text me a picture of the dog.
And he'll forget.
Yeah. So, and I didn't want him to worry. So, anyway, so when they put your phone in these bags that don't open, and even after that, then they check all your bags and stuff, and then they do like one of these, and they check to make sure you have no recording devices. Yeah. They actually then we walked into the theater after it was like the people at the airport. They're checking your everything.
But then they gave us snacks.
They gave us snacks. He was worried that there wasn't going to be snacks, but there was snacks.
I had snacks, popcorn,
yeah. So
soda for you people, of course.
Yeah, but us Michiganders, it's still pop. Sorry, it just is. If Corey Tucker, if you're watching, go ahead and rip on us. It's pop. It's always going to be pop because we're from Detroit and it's pop.
And if you want anything to drink this weekend when you're here, it's pop.
I'll give you some pop. You ask for soda, you don't get it. Anyway, sidebar.
You're really awful thirsty. So, you want me to... You got the story? You can't stop there. Take a drink of your soda.
My protein shake. It's not even a soda. It's not pop. Anyway, so we sat there and we had our snacks. And then...
we had good seats, too.
We did. We were kind of like right in front. And it was not a full theater. So I don't remember if the makeup people came out first or the security came out first.
Makeup people came out first.
Okay. The two people who created this line for Disney and Mac, Gregory and Romero were their names. Yes. And they actually created. And Gregory is actually a celebrity makeup artist. He did makeup for the what's that thing called? The Met Gala.
The Met Gala. Yeah, he does a lot of the celebs that do that.
And he's Gwen Stefani's personal makeup artist.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting.
Actually, if you take a look at his Instagram, you can see all the celebrities he's done in this. Yeah.
It was really weird to be in there with such an eclectic group of people and seeing these people that have created this makeup line for Mac and Disney, and we're sitting here eating our popcorn like this is really like.
And we were kind of in the second balcony, so we really couldn't see them too good. But we'll get back to that later after the movie. But we could see them in the distance, but we couldn't really see exactly what they were showing on. They had about 9 different models out there with different.
And they were like they were employees and such. Yes. But anyway, so and then after all the makeup people were talking about. Oh, and this is the cool fact about the makeup. So these guys said that they were actually on set for the movie, and they took the color schemes from Jasmine's costumes and like escapes of the movie to create the colors in the collection. So it all matches, and I'm big on matching.
Match. Yeah, he said actually, Gregory told us he was actually on set for. He saw some of the scenes where he actually did the makeup for the characters while they were filming, which that's just huge to think that you were actually on set creating that. And then he got to see that scene before we saw the movie that night. He got to see the film version of that scene. He said he was awestruck sitting there watching something he created before other people got to see it.
Yeah, it was really interesting to see these guys talk about what they did for the film and for the makeup. And then so the security, he loves this part. Tell that part.
So after they all leave and they're like, okay, get ready for the movie, all this, security guard comes up on stage and he's a pretty tall guy, kind of, you wouldn't want to mess with him, that type of security guard. He's kind of in charge of the whole thing. And he gets up on stage and he goes, just in case my people somehow missed something on you and we catch you recording something, you will be escorted out of this room. We will come, lift you from your seat, and remove you from the theater. He said, if you resist, you will then be removed in handcuffs and placed in the back of a police car and escorted off property. Does everybody in here understand? And everybody, yeah. It was just funny because he drew everybody's attention where the guys with the makeup and everything really didn't get...
No, he wasn't even nice about it. He wouldn't even say thank you for your cooperation or anything. He just kind of do you get me? And then
basically, don't screw up or you're going to be gone.
Yeah.
So it was kind of cool the way he did it, though.
Yeah, I was like...
I felt like I was back in high school getting yelled at by a
I know, don't you dare record anything. And of course we wouldn't anyway, and I couldn't get my phone even if I wanted it.
No.
Couldn't pry it apart.
Google Glasses would have been great.
Yeah, but they basically said if you caught recording, they will throw your butt out of there.
And actually, I know that if you are caught recording and you put any of that out, you can be put in jail. It is against the law to share that. He said I think he said it's a felony in Florida. Get caught recording, or was it just no? It was more than it wasn't a misdemeanor. I think he said it was a felony. I think he said it's a felony. If you're caught recording anything in there that's not supposed to be, you can be arrested and put in jail.
I don't know my legal charges because I don't know how that stuff works. Good, I'm glad I don't.
She has a shady past.
I don't know how that stuff works. But all I know is that we weren't going to do anything wrong anyway. So
no, we were going to sit there and watch the movie, and that was that.
Okay, so Iris just said that it's sad that they have to do that. I said the same thing. Mm-hmm. And one of my Disney reps, Kelsey, actually was in there and she sat next to me and we were talking about that and how, they have to lock up these bags. Right. And I told her, I said, how sad is it that these days that people can't be trusted? I mean, I wouldn't go and record it and you wouldn't, but they can't take that chance. Well, you might.
Probably.
They can't take that chance with people of being that the movie was still almost 2 weeks out. Right. For people to spoil it like that.
Yeah, and that's when they told us that we're one of the first of the 250 that we're going to be there tonight to see it. That was like, wow, I've never been in that group to see a film that early for anybody else. When I saw The Last Jedi, we actually started at 15 minutes before anybody else in the U.S. So that I had that little bit that we started watching the movie 15 minutes before any other theater in the world showed it. But this one was kind of cool that it was 2 weeks out. And when we walked out of there, nobody was walking in to watch the movie after us.
I felt a little bit special for a minute.
Actually, on the marquee of the room we went into, it said Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
It didn't even say Aladdin.
Yes.
Which was really cool.
It was really something else.
It was very cool.
Bree Stewart says she likes my necklace. Thank you. It's Trendy at Wendy thing at the Wendy Williams show when she does her Trendy at Wendy finds, and you get a discount if you go through Wendy Williams' site. It was Trendy at Wendy. So
anyway, I bought it for her.
Yeah, so. Yes, I watch the Wendy Williams show.
Every
day. Okay, so anyway, back to the movie.
That show.
I love that show. Okay, anyway, movie. Okay, now stop. So, I went in there, what's the word? Skeptical?
Very skeptical.
Very skeptical.
You didn't want to like it.
No, it's not that I don't want to like it. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it because, we shoot straight here, we're honest, and I think we talked about last week, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel with Will Smith as the genie. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about, because a lot of you, I read your comments on things that you say in the articles that we put out and the feedback that we get, and you're pretty darn honest when it comes to these things.
But so are we. And
so are we. That some of you aren't real thrilled with the fact that Disney is doing live action movies of previous movies, So, I mean, are we still going?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, yours froze up because it came up for Kara said Gina likes my necklace. Thank you, Gina. I'll talk about that later too.
Oh, that's not trendy at Wendy.
Okay, so that's trendy at MegaCon.
Okay, so a lot of people are kind of not happy with the fact that Disney is remaking movies into live action,
and they're doing a lot of them.
They are. So I mean, I was just kind of like, well, whatever. And not to mention that Robin Williams played the genie so well in the original. Like, is Will Smith going to do it justice? Is he going to try to copy Robin Williams? Is he going to, what's going to happen?
And that was my biggest fear, is that he was going to try to capitalize on what Robin Williams did. He was going to kind of run with Robin's jokes and make, and that's what I hoped he wouldn't have done, because Robin Williams, just the way he played that character, everybody knows the voice, everybody knows you can picture Robin Williams acting out the roles of the genie. Even though it was animated, you could still see anybody who's watched Robin Williams do comedy or on any type of show, he's very animated, or was very animated, I should say.
Yeah.
And you can picture him the way he would have acted saying those lines. Very much, I think, what the animation of the genie looked like, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Except for duplicating his head 50 times.
But you know what's funny, though, is like if you ever watch like behind the scenes of animated films, the actors are still acting out like the facial expressions, the movements of the characters, all that stuff, so they really are that character, and a lot of times they do, they ad-lib, they add to, that person who's playing it, their personality.
Right.
Even if it's a cartoon.
And Robin ad-libbed a lot of the genie's lines. They said that he had a script, but every director I've ever read that said working with Robin, he hardly ever stayed on script.
He was kind of a loose cannon. He didn't know what he was going to do.
But a lot of times what he said was funnier than what was originally written.
And that happens a lot of times with comedians.
It does. You get that with Jim Carrey's another one who does that.
They say Jim Carrey, you don't know what he's going to say.
No, you don't know what he's going to say. I believe that. But so we went both in there like, okay, Will Smith, the rapper from Philly, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, is he really going to be able to pull this off and be the genie and live up to the expectations of Robin Williams' genie?
Right,
which was just phenomenal.
And I don't want to say, I'm going to say this. Somebody thought they were smarty pants and on one of my reviews. I mean, I was pretty proud of that review, and I was very careful when we put it out because we were the first Disney site that had it. We were the only one there.
None of our people who are on the list we're on with Disney were there. We were the only one on that list, of that media list that got invited to this event. So we were really honored that they picked us of all the groups they could have.
And when I did the review, I read it to him. When I was done, I said I want to be really careful with how I say it because I don't want anyone to get mad at me. I want it to be a review that is honest but doesn't ruin anything. Right. And somebody is like, oh, spoiler free, it's a remake. Well, smarty pants, it's not exactly the same as the animated film.
And most remakes aren't identical. There is usually different caveats that they throw at you that you're like, okay, that didn't happen in the first movie, it happened in this. And with animation, you can pretty much do anything. Where live action, you really are limited to what you can and can't do with the actors. Now, saying that the Lion King, they can do whatever they want because basically that is animation, but in a live form. So they can do whatever. But in this movie, they had to add some things that weren't in the original film.
They added some things.
Storyline,
characters, There's things that are not the same. No. And truthfully, I thought the movie was a little bit slow until we saw the genie. I thought it was kind of dragging along a little bit. Now, I know that they were setting up all the players of the movie. You get introduced to Aladdin and what he's all about, and then Jasmine, of course, and the Sultan, and Jafar, and, all this, they're putting all the key players in place.
And also showing you key parts of the land of where they're at, the different areas of the land where they'll be filming parts of it.
Yeah, I mean, they were setting up the stage for, the movie to really get going.
Yeah.
And, and when he's in the cave and he rubs the lamp and the genie comes out, I was like, all right, let's see what happens. And I thought the movie got much more entertaining once Will Smith was added to the story. And I'm going to say this, if you are concerned that Will Smith tried to duplicate Robin Williams, if you are of the mindset that, nobody can replace Robin Williams, rest assured he didn't try.
No.
I think there was a lot of nods to the original movie, a lot of the same wording, but not the same.
Robin. I'll say he did the nods and not a way to where it made Robin look bad or anything like that. He nodded like this was great the way Robin did, so I'm gonna do it kind of the same.
He made it his own.
His own. When we go see a movie, we see it for different reasons. She watches it for the movie, the entertainment value. I'm watching for how they make the movie most of the time. That's what I focus on, because I like to see how they bring things together and make it flow and everything like that. And I look at how they filmed it, and the videography, and the acting, and the CGI, because I can always catch what's CGI and what's not.
And the elaborate sets in
and
this
the sets and everything. So initially, when we left, I was not impressed with the movie, I'll say. Just because I was looking at it from the filming side. Now it's been a week, and I sit back and I go, okay, I can say Will Smith did a good job. Was he Robin Williams? No.
No.
Was he? He was not Robin Williams. You can't. To hear Will Smith singing a song doesn't seem right. I'm waiting for him to rap. I don't want to hear him sing. I don't want to see.
But didn't he sing a little
very
bit
little.
in his songs?
But most of his songs are all raps. Welcome to Miami, Men in Black.
Yeah.
Everything he did was rap. So it was kind of weird to hear him sing, and he's really not a great singer.
No.
But then you see
he's entertaining.
He's entertaining, and that's what I will say. It was an entertaining film. I'm not saying that to discourage anybody from seeing it. I think everybody needs to go give the movie a shot, especially if you like the original. If you like the original animated version of Aladdin, you will enjoy this version.
I think not only did I find Will Smith entertaining, I found, I think they released a spoiler last week of when, the genie turns Aladdin into a prince and they're going into the kingdom and they're introducing Prince Ali to the Sultan and Jasmine, and the production. I told him when it was over, I said, it looks like a Disney parade or a Disney celebration, how they did with the elephants and the confetti and the costumes and the dancing. And it was like, oh, this is so Disney.
See, I want to see how they made that scene, because I know a lot of it was live action actors, but I would still like to go back and see how they actually created that scene, what was green screen, what wasn't green screen, and how they did it and brought it all to life. So I think that's one thing I'll be watching.
Yeah, it was such a production.
Mm-hmm.
It was such a production. And I know that when they put that spoiler out, people were like, well, the singing was flat, blah, blah, blah. And like, no, if you look at the whole context of the scene itself, it was beautiful. And so I made a statement on the radio last week. I don't know if you guys, it's on our YouTube. I talked to Joe Kelly about the movie the next morning at the radio station. And I said something to him, and then in hindsight, I was like, maybe I shouldn't have said that, but then somebody else made a point somewhere about the same thing. Okay, so, and this was a critique I read from another place. But I was trying to explain to Joe, because, when you're on the radio, I can't be all animated like I am here. You can't really.
And Joe, going into this, told us Aladdin's one of his favorite Disney films.
Yeah, he likes that one. So I was trying to explain to the listeners on the radio about the scene that I'm telling you guys about. And the wording I used, it reminded me of a Bollywood type of scene with the flashy costumes and the dancing and the feathers and
just
the...
in your face. It's almost like live action brought to animation.
But I read something after the fact about, because I did say Bollywood, but then I said this, but Bollywood is not Arabian Nights type of thing. It's two different cultures. And I read that from someplace else, that they thought it was very Bollywood looking as well, but they weren't happy about it because of the fact that they crossed over cultures from like the Arabian Nights type of thing to like the Indian, the Bollywood.
Right.
And
then none of the stars were actually from that.
No, and then so when I was
So.
researching, because I didn't, honest to God, I wasn't familiar with the actors in the movie, minus Will Smith, pretty much. Except for one of the characters was on Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
But, so I had to research them as I was writing it, and they're all, but one was from Canada, one was Dutch, like Jafar is Dutch.
What is it? Yeah.
Wasn't he?
Jafar is Dutch. Aladdin, he was born overseas, but he's Canadian. And then Jasmine is English.
Yes!
So it's like, it was weird that they were all became, but you wouldn't know it watching the film.
No!
I thought Jafar could have been more evil.
Oh, I thought he was like sleazy evil, if you ask me, like,
I don't
just
know.
do.
When I see Jafar, I think, this guy
He wasn't...
evil. He wasn't as...
Okay, so the cartoon Jafar is this big, tall, lean, nasty person, and this Jafar is not.
They should have actually stretched it to make him look taller and skinnier. I mean, they could have done it.
Well,
They
yeah,
did it with
because she
other
went
actors.
too far, so you know what I
And
mean.
he was missing a little.
Yeah, well, so I mean, if we want to pick it apart, I mean, entertainment value. Let's talk about entertainment value. I loved it. I liked. So the costuming was beautiful. I thought the songs were fun. I thought it was an excellent nod to the original. I really enjoyed Will Smith. Jasmine. I was worried that I was not going to like Jasmine, and I actually did like her. I thought she brought a whole girl power aspect to it, but not like, over the top.
Yeah.
It was good. And I really hope that when people read my review, or if you're just talking to me about it right here, that go into the movie open-minded. Don't expect to see the movie you saw in the 90s because it's not the same movie. And I think that the entertainment value is there. I really liked how the movie wrapped up. When it was over, everybody applauded. I was like smiling and clapping at the end. I'm like, oh, that's good. I loved how they ended the movie. I'm not going to tell you how, but I loved the ending of the movie. A very happy ending to the movie. And I would go see it again. If somebody was saying, hey, you want to go see Aladdin this weekend? I would go. Oh, yeah, Elizabeth Thompson. Yes, I would totally go see the movie again. I thought it was very entertaining. So I don't know if you guys have any questions on that. I didn't want to ruin anything for anybody, but please give it a chance and go in with an open mind.
And that's what, like I said, if you enjoyed the original animated version, you will enjoy this one. If you go in there with, like she said, with the open mind, you don't have Robin Williams on screen, you don't have the actors who played the original voices, so that's a little bit different. But you do have the entertainment value. The entertainment is there. If this movie was a standalone and the first one never existed, you would like this movie.
And again, I liked Will Smith. Sorry, I just
did. And who was it? I didn't know Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie was the director.
Was the director of this, and I had no idea until they popped it up on the screen as director Guy Ritchie. I didn't know that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, and I was one of those nope. Robert Williams is the genie. Will Smith cannot play. Now I like Will Smith. That's the thing. I like Will Smith music. I like Will Smith's movies. And I was like, nah, he can't be the genie. Yes, he can. I thought it was really entertaining and funny, and I did laugh many times.
Did you cry? Somebody just said.
Okay, can we talk about one
really
thing?
Quick, yes, you can take your 11-year-old.
Yes.
Yes.
It is so family friendly. It is family friendly. It's wonderful.
Friendly, yeah.
But let me tell you this one part before we go talk about something else. Okay, so,
yeah, we got wrapped at 7:30.
Okay, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, sorry.
Yeah, you're... Come on.
You see what is he so mean? Okay, so if you're looking for the nostalgia factor, the whole New World scene, Jasmine and Aladdin on the carpet, totally did it justice. I may have gotten them burning in my nose and a little bit water in the eyes. It was good. It was good.
She only did that because when we got married, after they said...
That is not even why.
That was our song when we turned around, The Whole New World. So
that is not why.
That's why.
It is not why. No, because it's not why. I cry at...
I was trying to make a joke.
No, you were trying to make it look like that's... Okay.
I know, you don't cry with me.
It was why. No, it's because I cry at most Disney things. Of course. I cry at Disney music that isn't even sad. So,
that's
I mean, maybe... I don't know. Maybe I'm not a good judge on that stuff. But it was good. I liked it. Okay, anyway, go on. Keep it going.
Well, next would be the party.
The party.
That's you. Keep going.
No, you go ahead. You talk about the party, and then I'll talk about makeup.
Okay, so after the film, they sent us over near the boathouse, if you know where that is.
Oh, we got our phones back and unlocked.
Yes, we got our phones back unlocked. Had to go to the restroom, and then they led us over to by the boathouse. There's that little area. There's a stage set up there where you'll hear bands on the weekends and during the week playing there. Mm-hmm. So they had turned that in to a scene from the movie, basically. They had the mountain scene, the buildings, stuff.
They had a big carpet.
Yeah, they had big carpeting everywhere. They really did really well turning that whole area made it look like Aladdin. They had an area where you could get your picture taken with the lamp. They had another area to do a photo op sitting on the carpet, so it looked like the carpet was actually flying. Mm-hmm. And then they had the building scene. I'm guessing that was at the kingdom of the castle. So
maybe.
I'm not sure if that's exactly what it was. But, and then they had waiters and waitresses walking around passing out food and such. Drinks. Big drinks. It was the boathouse's staff was passing out all kinds of stuff to everybody. But it was here that we're walking around and we're getting our photos and we're doing videos and things like that. And then we saw Gregory, the main man who helped make all this makeup for the movie. He's the one who's Gwen Stefani's makeup artist. We saw him talking to somebody, and I looked at her and said, we should go and try to at least say hi and see if we can get him. So we walked over there. We stood there for about 10 minutes, waiting for him to turn around. And once he did, he just fell in love with Michelle, and they sat there and chit-chatted for...
You're laying it out a little thick. He was nice to me.
He talked to her for a while, and then he was telling her, he goes, what did he say? He says something about, do you need some MAC makeup? And she's like, yeah. He goes, but you don't need it, girl.
I know, he's like, you have a beautiful face, you don't even need it. And I'm like, well, thanks, but I had to take it.
And then Romero showed up, who's the other guy. So they both took a picture with her really quick. That's on
my Instagram.
That's on her Instagram. Gregory, I know, followed you right back. I'm not sure if Romero did.
Yes, he actually followed me on the Main Street Mouse, and then he sent me a message afterwards. It was so nice to meet me, and blah blah. And I'm like, no, it was so nice to meet you. Yeah. It's just, these guys are so talented, and the product they put out for MAC, this cosmetic line, like sometimes I know if my fellow makeup girls out there, like you buy a collection and you're like, oh, I like this color, but this I'll never wear. It's something that's like an orange or something that's too bright that you cannot wear out to the mall or whatever. This collection is something that you can wear like anytime. It's so versatile, right. But it's so, so, so pretty.
And I was just going to say, they had little kiosks set up throughout the whole show area, or I guess the party area, with the makeup collection there, so you could see it and take pictures and actually look and see what the colors were and actually get up and close with it.
Yeah, and so the music is playing, and the guys who created the line are there, and it looked very Hollywood. Like, I'm standing there and I'm just like,
so it's like the Met Gala.
Like, how did we get invited to this party? Because this is really cool. The only thing is I didn't eat anything because it was all seafood, but I did have a couple drinks. I had to get up in the morning to go to the radio station. My head was hurting a wee bit, but...
And then we had the dancers. The dancers came in, and they had a whole show. They did their whole presentation, their dance and everything. It was really cool. We had to talk to quite a few of the dancers and the girls who did the
That's Feathers. Did you
catch Feathers and stuff, yeah. I got it. But we got to talk to a lot of people. It was really great, and they wanted to know who we were, so we were able to make a lot of connections that night. Michelle ended up talking with the girl who runs the MAC store in Disney Springs for a while.
Yeah. They've invited me to, I've talked with the people at MAC before, but this invitation was bigger. Disney did not put on this party. From talking to some of the people at the party, they had to get special permission from Disney to pull this off, to have... to be able to show the movie 2 weeks early, to be able to have such a big kickoff. And Disney did not do the inviting, but my Disney reps at Disney Springs were there, and the one of them came up to me and she goes, I am so glad to see you here, because I was with these people. They brought in like makeup influencers from
everywhere.
All over.
Everywhere.
Like,
we heard a lot of them said they flew in and stuff.
Flew in to do this stuff, and here's me with my little, drink from the boathouse, and it's like, oh my gosh, how'd we get here? So I started asking questions like, because the next day was open to the public for the makeup line. And so I was like, well, I had my reporter hat on, before we were leaving, because I want to make sure I get all the information. When can I come and, get a hold of this stuff? It's wonderful. And then when we were getting ready to leave, they didn't say anything. Go ahead.
Actually, I was going to say, a girl we had actually met at the New Kids on the Block concert years ago, who we know through another friend, and we were at the concert with them, but we hadn't seen her, I don't think, since
the New Kids on the Block concert.
She's one of the MAC. She was one of the MAC artists that night. She's actually she's
a freelance
cosmetics makeup person, but she stopped us. She's like, "You guys can't leave yet," and we're like, "We're tired. We gotta get up early."
I gotta be on the radio station. I need to get up at 5:45 the next morning. And she goes, on the radio.
"No, you gotta go over there and get your gift." So the next day, Michelle's plan was we'll leave the radio station, we'll head to Disney Springs when they open at 10, so she can get something on the line, either a lipstick or something like that. But as we were leaving, they gave each of us the entire collection. So we each got a box of the entire collection, which is every lipstick, the palette,
This is like
everything.
Like a journal, maybe?
Is that what that is? Okay. I know there was a keychain in there.
There's a keychain in here, like an
Aladdin keychain.
Aladdin keychain. I'm not going to open all these boxes.
They give you how to do the makeup.
And but this is the whole line was in this box.
We were shocked.
And a how-to on how to put the makeup on. Now, mind you, I haven't opened any of it yet.
She was waiting until she could keep it.
Yeah, but this stuff is absolutely gorgeous. And you can actually order this whole kit online as well, or you can order it in pieces. They have, like, lip glosses.
I gotta answer Corey. No, Corey, I'm not wearing. I'm saving it for you for this weekend. I'm gonna let you do up your makeup so you look.
Oh my gosh! But if you can see, like this is one of the lip glosses, and everything is Aladdin themed. Everything is like really
even the naming
elaborate.
Of Aladdin themed.
Yes. So. I mean, you would have thought that somebody gave me a box of money. I was so excited when they gave this to me.
She was like skipping through Disney Springs with the car.
I was like, oh my god!
She just wanted a lip gloss, and here she got the whole box.
Lip gloss. But
I can't imagine what this party cost for them to pull off.
No.
I mean, from the decorating of creating that set for us to be on for the party, to the food and beverages, to the entertainment, the DJ,
everything,
and giving every member who was there one of these boxes to take home with them. It's just like, wow, it's just unbelievable.
But yeah, all these are named something for me. This, the one I just showed you, is called Magic Carpet Ride.
That was a compliment if I remember when they were talking about loud.
Magic Carpet
Ride?
Ride?
I remember that name.
And A Whole New World.
Your Wish is My Command.
Yes, there's like bronzer, highlighter. I cannot wait to dig into this stuff, but how fun. And, you know, we are so grateful to Matt Cosmetics for inviting us. And, of course, to Disney Springs. Oh.
And then the little poster that in theaters this week, May 24th. And then on the back, it kind of gives you instructions of how to do the makeup to get the look like they do with the Aladdin look, I guess you could say.
If you go on our Instagram, there is a picture of the kit, all the stuff that's out. If you go on our site and do a search for Mac Aladdin, you will see pictures of the kit as well. So big thank you to Mac Cosmetics for the wonderful gift and for the movie and Disney Springs. And we are so blessed and thankful that we get to do these things.
We are. And I believe that Fawn, our friend who's the cosmetologist, she said that maybe she could do something with Michelle in the future about how to do the makeup things.
Yeah.
And Gregory also said that he would love to do something with Michelle in the future. So who knows if that means they do another line for another movie and he reaches out to her. It'd be fantastic. But we are so blessed to have the opportunity we had with this.
Yeah, this was a really cool one, you guys, because this was not our usual people that did this. This was somebody that reached out from California.
And we were told Disney, I mean, the lady who we know who runs Disney Springs marketing department, she's really high up, and she told us, she goes, we had no say in any of this. Mm-hmm. She goes, we didn't even get to pick anybody or say who we would recommend. They just picked who they wanted. So they came to us for a reason because of her. And because of her woman power and strong, I'm a female and I can do this type motive, that's what I believe. And being that she's a female, who else better to let her launch this makeup line to the Disney community than Michelle? So,
well, thank you.
That's my opinion.
Well, thank you.
Not that
I don't
matters
know if that's
to
necessarily the truth, but thanks.
It could.
Speaking of my media contacts at Disney Springs, you guys are going to want to follow me on Wednesday. Instagram, Facebook, all of it. Because, do you remember that merchandise preview I showed you guys in January? Well, it's okay.
I was just trying to see.
I am getting another round of a sneak peek of exclusive Disney merchandise. There's an event. Just leave it now.
Okay.
There's an event Wednesday that's going to be like the next round of big merchandise that has not been seen by anybody yet.
For this next quarter.
For the release. Yes. So remember when I showed you the Kate Spades, the Dumbo Junies, all the ears? I'm going to get another look at what's coming next. So you guys are going to want to watch the event. I have to be there at Disney Springs at 11 on Wednesday, 11 to 3. So as soon as this merchandise rolls out, as soon as they do the presentation, I will be either live feed, Insta stories, whichever. So make sure you're following on the Main Street Mouse on Instagram, and of course here on Facebook. And I will show you all the merchandise as I see it. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see. And I am hoping something Rapunzel will be on there.
But don't get your hopes up. They disappointed you so many times with that.
I know. I've asked them before. I'm like, come on, I need some Rapunzel. So we'll see. Maybe.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
So that was Tuesday night's big thing, and then this Wednesday she'll be at the event. Then the rest of the week we spent, it was MegaCon here in Orlando took off at our Orange County Convention Center. It was Thursday through Sunday. We were invited as media to cover the event. again, which we're so grateful that they invite us every year to come out there and check it out. And MegaCon's really huge. It's not small by any means. It's pretty good size.
It's a big convention.
It really is. A lot of vendors. So if you'd like to go shopping, it's a great place to go shopping for that. A lot of artists. We saw a lot of our friends that are vendors that we've worked different conventions with. Got to go by, see them, see how they were doing.
Yeah, a lot of people that we knew, met at MegaCon, at Spooky Empire.
Yeah, a lot of followers of people who are out there watching it.
We saw Main Streeters there too, which was great.
Craig and Sharon Huff were there.
Yes,
who really?
We saw Lauren, and we saw Michelle Barr.
Yeah. And we met and Lauren's friend Adam, who might. Actually, Lauren, you might start seeing more of her because she's actually going to possibly start writing with us and become part of our staff. So. We're hoping that she wants to take on that role and help us out.
And for those who sent me, speaking of that, if there's anybody watching who sent me blogs to do guest blogs or possible, staff submissions, I'm not ignoring you. I'm still just catching up from the weekend.
Right.
And
we'll go through them.
Yes, and we will. And then my family is all coming to town on Wednesday, so it's just been a really busy week. I'm not ignoring you, I promise.
No, Wednesday's going to be a very busy day for us. So if we don't get to you by tomorrow, please just bear with us. It's going to be a busy next 2 weeks. We will get to you. We haven't missed one of them or forgotten about you since we got a lot going on right now.
It's been crazy.
So
anyway, back to MegaCon.
So the highlight of MegaCon for Michelle, though, well, it was a highlight of mine too, was Friday. Zachary Levi, as you all know, Flynn Rider, was there. He was also Shazam just recently in theaters. She's like, I want to meet Zachary Levi. I'm like, okay. So we had already planned it. We knew how much it cost. We knew what we wanted to do. I was bringing my pop to have him sign it. So we got there. Well, Friday was a blur. We had to leave early to go get the boys from school. So we ended up not doing Friday. We're like, okay, we're going to be here all day Saturday. We'll get him Saturday. Well, we got there Saturday, walking around, and they were already handing out tickets for his line, like a fast pass. And they're like, come back about 5:30. And we're like, okay. So we walked the floor for hours and just killing time and waiting to get back there. Well, we get back there about 5 or so, and the line was just crazy long, and there was no way it was going to be done by 7. Even if we got at the end of the line. So I told her, I said, okay, here's the plan. We're going to get up early Sunday morning. We're going to head over here. We're going to get in line and be there before they even open. Our media passes should get us in early is what I thought.
I didn't sleep the night before. I know I haven't slept in like weeks because I'm so stressed out about
She's nervous
everything.
about everything, which we'll get to more later.
So I didn't sleep. So anyway, go on.
Well, no, I was just going to say, so we get there, we get in line. I was shocked. It was already a 2-hour wait, and he wasn't there yet. He didn't get there. He wasn't supposed to be there till 10, and he was only signing till 1 because he had to leave for whatever reason early, catch his plane. So he was only signing in a 3-hour window, and I'm looking at a 2-hour wait in line if it goes pretty fast. And she's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, it's going to be that long. So our friends saved us, I guess I could say.
Yes, a couple of Main Streeters saw us in line, and they had VIP badges, and they're like, look, if you use our badge, you don't have to wait in this line.
MegaCon, we're not telling this out loud.
No, we're not. So anyway, so we were able to use the VIP line.
Right.
And I was willing to stand in that long line on that concrete floor. I didn't care. I didn't sleep anyway, so I was like, whatever, I'll just deal. Yep. Because I knew, like, we saw him and Mandy Moore 2 years ago. We went to the Tangled panel at D23, yes. And then I think we talked to you guys before when they had the D23 parade. They were in front of us, and we were on his live Twitter, and he was on our live Facebook, and we were talking to each other. So that was like my claim to fame for Zachary Levi. Right,
because we had a lot of people who were watching Zachary's Periscope, and they were messaging us going, I just saw you guys on Zachary Levi's Periscope.
You guys know that you're on really Zachary Levi's Twitter?
So yeah, we're there, we know.
We do, we're right in front of him, and I thought that was really cool. So Scott was sure to tell him, remind him, and he showed him a little video.
Because she was nervous. Walking up there, she was nervous, and I knew, at first I didn't know if I was going to go up there with her or not. So she was nervous, and I'm like, it'll be fine, just relax, we'll be fine. So I kind of led the conversation, started off with, we already knew he didn't shake, he fist bumps. So I knew going up there what the protocol was, so to speak.
And there was a huge line, and I knew he wasn't going to be able to spend a lot of time with us.
So I did. I told him, I said, we kind of met you, sort of, and I showed him the video, and he's like, oh, that's so cool. And then he signed my pop, so if you can see, I have the Hot Topic exclusive Shazam glow-in-the-dark pop, and he signed that for me, just his name on it. And then Michelle posed, and they took a picture together, which I believe you posted.
Oh, everywhere. I posted that picture everywhere. Not even sorry.
And he's like, do you want to be in the picture? And she's like, no, he's not allowed in the picture.
No, that's why we were laughing. If you look at the picture of Zachary Levi and I, we were laughing in the photo because I said, just me, and he goes, well, okay then, and he put his arm around me, and I'm like, Flynn Rider, oh my god, and then,
Gene Fitzherbert.
And I was like, I said, I am just ridiculously a huge fan of Tangled. He's like, well, I bet you are, no you are, and he was joking with me. Flynn Rider was joking with me. I know it's Zachary Levi, but he's Flynn Rider.
And his voice is very similar
it's
to
the
Zach.
same.
I mean, it's the same voice. I don't think he changes his voice much
It's
to
the
be
same.
Flynn.
My only regret, because I'm very critical of myself, shock. But I didn't sleep. I slept like 3 hours the night before, and it's allergies. I look like I got punched in the face in my eyes in that picture. My eyes are like little pillows. And I'm like, I'm smiling, but man, you can barely see my eyes because flipping allergies and I don't sleep. And when I don't sleep, I don't know if anytime we work a convention weekend, anytime we work an event that's days on end, I start to swell. I look like a marshmallow. Like my face will swell. My ankles swell, and my ankle bones disappear. I can't get my rings off. Why does that happen? I'm gonna have to ask Paul.
It's the humidity in the room, I believe.
But no, so I was all puffy. But you know what? I don't even care. I mean, I care a little bit because I'm critical of myself, and I don't want someone to say what's wrong with her face. But my face doesn't usually look like that. But I don't even care. I care, but I don't.
You look great. You need to stop.
No, anyway, so puff and all, like swelling issues and all, it's still.
Look, tell Heidi she's wrong. She just said you look great.
Oh, you guys are a little.
Look at
bit
that! They're all telling you that.
No, for real. I just felt really kind of silly.
But you guys wouldn't say anything if you really didn't have anything.
They're just trying to make me feel better. So, anyway, when I walked away, just like when I met Nukas on the block, who cried? Me. And you know, I really think that don't laugh. I really think that true diehard Disney people get it. Now, the normal person off the street that's not a Disney file, so to speak, or not somebody who has Disney in their soul, like most of us do, they're like, oh my gosh, it's just a cartoon movie, or it's just this and that, and it's just so much more to me.
He was Shazam. Captain Marvel's real character.
No, he's Flynn Rider. So, because of the fact that Tangled was such an inspirational movie to me. And I told him that before I walked away. I said, you know what, your movie, what you do, you know, I don't know if you realize that it touches people, but it does. I said, you know, you guys did Tangled, and it's been like the soundtrack of my business. My books have Tangled in it.
Well, that's what she told him the movie inspired her to do what she does.
Yes.
And that's true. It's 100%
to leave my tower, Michigan, and come here. And, you know, I'm like, it's just great. And I think that that's what it is. It's, you know, I fully realize that Tangled is not real. I realize that he is not really Flynn Rider. But what he did, the movie, and all those things that it brought, all this happiness to me and inspiration to me, and it was a big deal. It was just a big deal. So I know, like I say, with Disney, either you get it or you don't. And for me, that was like a shining moment for me, because it was Tangled. Now, you know, the only thing that can make this week better is when I go to the merchandise event and they have Tangled Doonies.
And Mandy Moore's there handing them out to everybody who's there. Here you go, here's your purses.
But no, it was such a good thing for me. Mm-hmm. It was such a good thing for me. I mean,
and she still didn't sleep last night again.
I didn't. I just want to sleep. I can't.
She's so stressed about family coming in, Andrew's graduation, Aiden's birthday, and then us going to Disneyland next week.
I just can't, you guys. I don't, do you guys do that too? I can't be the only crazy out there that I can't shut my brain off at night. I mean, melatonin, Tylenol, PM, forget it. It's like my brain overrides all that. And if I wake up at all, it starts, and I can't get comfortable. Jack is snoring loud. I can't, you know, and I fully know that stressing about things that haven't even happened yet does me no good whatsoever.
And laying there in the middle of the night stressing does absolutely no good for anything. Even if it's about getting the house ready and such, stressing about it does no good whatsoever. So it's like, I keep trying to tell her, it's all going to roll, it's all going to fall into place. If you stress about it or not, it's all going to happen the way it's going to happen. So just chill, and it'll be fine. But she always.
But why is it that everything seems worse at 3 o'clock in the morning? Like, why is it that, like, something that's a little bit bothering me before bed, like if I wake up in the night, it really bothers me in the middle of the night when it's quiet in the house minus Jack snoring, and there's nothing I can do about any of it.
You need to see Dr. Phil and let him give you here's what we're going to do, Michelle. We're going to get back to basics.
I know.
We're going to stop worrying about this stuff.
Oh. it's just so like so my family's coming to town Wednesday.
Wednesday's gonna be a busy day.
Okay, so I have to get up and do my radio thing in the morning. Then I gotta go to Disney Springs for a media event. Then I have to come home and get the house in order because my mom, dad, brother, sister-in-law, and baby nephew are all coming to town, and they're all staying with us.
And they won't be here until between 10:30 and 11, and I think that's if they're pushing it. I think it's closer to 11:30. So we have all day Wednesday, essentially, to get the house done. But I already told her, because Andrew's already done with school. Seniors don't go this week. So I told her, I said, you go to the media event, I'll run the store, Andrew can do stuff, and then when we get home, we'll just do one more check over the house. House will be ready and done, ready to go.
Yeah, it's just, and I know everything is going to be okay. And I think once Wednesday comes, I'll feel better, maybe. But I want the house to be cleaned up. I want to make sure that my baby nephew has his milk and his cereal and his whatever.
Well, that's her brother and his family have not seen our house since we moved. Her mom and dad have been here twice already, but her brother and sister and baby nephew haven't seen the house, so she's kind of trying to make sure it looks great for them to see it for the first time also.
And we bought a pack and play today for my nephew so that he doesn't have to sleep on somebody else's bedding stuff, and that way we have it for him when he comes to visit. We went and bought another blow-up air mattress, nice thing for my brother and my sister to sleep on.
So they're getting a bill.
We want to make sure that they have things in the house that make them happy. I can't wait. Oh, I keep telling my sister, I'm like, give me that baby. I cannot wait to get my hands on that baby.
How do you say it?
That baby. He's got my nephew. She calls him like thunder thighs. He's got these legs. They're just the biggest, chubbiest legs. And he's got these little chubby feet on the end. I'll be posting pictures of my nephew. He's really, really sweet, and I can't wait to get my hands on him. And she's like, I'm on vacation. You can have him.
You can have him. He's all yours. You really want it.
I'm like, give me that baby. So, whenever if anybody comes to stay with us, whether it's my besties that come
which are both
to see
on.
us,
I believe I saw both of them on
and whether it's my best girlfriends or my family, I want to make sure that they're happy and they have the things that they need and stuff. So good, and I'll worry about that. And then Andrew graduates on Saturday, and I'm not having a meltdown about it yet because he's okay, so I'm okay.
He's not going anywhere anytime soon.
No, it's not like he's leaving me.
He's actually right on the other side of that wall right now.
So
he's not going anywhere.
And then, he's okay, but Andrew graduates in the morning, and that's Aiden's birthday. And Aiden wants to go to a water park or something, which is supposed to be super hot down here in the week. Yeah. And then Sunday, we've never had a party at our house, so, we're having a little get-together for, my family's going to be there to celebrate Andrew's graduation. Then Memorial Day is Monday, and then at the crack of dawn,
before the crack of dawn,
we have to get to the airport because we're leaving for Disneyland. Now that's a stressor for me. That's a big old stressor.
Yeah, we leave Florida. I think we leave at like 6:20 Tuesday morning from the airport, and then we get there like I want to say 8:30 California time.
I don't even know. I'm stressing so bad about it though.
And then we got to drive to. We were flying to LAX. It was much cheaper to fly to LAX than any of the other airports. And we got to jump in our car and we got to drive over to Disneyland area, check into the hotel, get all that done, get rid of our bags, and then we're going on a California adventure.
Yeah, okay, so this is important.
That's it. Attention, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Okay, so this is important. You want to listen, and I'll remind you next week. So I had a conference call. We were leaving MegaCon to go on
Friday
to get the kids from school on Friday, and I had a conference call with my Disney rep. Now, we had said that, we were going to put out Galaxy's Edge information on the 29th, which is what day, Wednesday?
That's Wednesday. We were going to do the text alerts for you guys to be able to stay ahead of
So this is important because I did not know. So Disney and Lucas put an embargo on the material. Now, what that means is that anybody in the land, I get to take footage all day long.
She can record everything.
I can record all of it. However, I cannot share with you guys not 1 ounce of footage until 6 p.m. Pacific time. So that's 9 o'clock Tuesday night Eastern. I'm going to get it all ready. As soon as that embargo is lifted, I will shoot it all out.
We will have it all ready.
But this is a good thing in a way because instead of you wondering when the Galaxy's Edge news is going to hit, you're going to know it's going to hit 9 p.m. on Wednesday, Eastern time. So, I just, you know, I'll do the best I can. I figure we'll get everything all set up and ready to go. Maybe I'll be able to go live at 9, but I'll have a ton of information for you. There's a panel with George Lucas somewhere in there. I don't
get to go.
Stop! Don't make me feel bad.
I'll make me feel bad.
And then the next day, there's going to be interview opportunities. But once the embargo is lifted at 6 o'clock Pacific time, then it's a go. But
that's a free for all.
It's a free for all. But I know that everybody who is going to be there, everybody who's at this event, at 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock our time,
yes,
it's just the floodgates are gonna open.
So a week from tomorrow, a week from Wednesday, right?
Wednesday.
A week from Wednesday, 9 o'clock Eastern time, 6 o'clock West Coast time. Everything will be flooding our walls, Main Street Mouse wall, Facebook.
Instagram,
So we're going to put everything on our site as much as we can. If Michelle can go live, then she will. She's going to give me all the information, and Disney's already okayed that. Even though I won't be in the land with her, because they're only letting one person from each outlet go into the land, she's going to be sending me all the information internally there for me to get it ready, to get the videos ready to be turned public, to get the write-ups that we can do, get it all set and ready to go, so when 6 o'clock hits, we're pushing it.
And I'm allowed to share the information with my staff. I cannot share it with anyone else.
And if we share it to you guys, Michelle will be escorted out of the land. So, and her media credentials will be stripped of her. So we can't do anything until 6 o'clock that time, and actually it'll probably be 6:01 just to make sure we're into the hour correctly without having any kind of issues.
9 o'clock isn't too late. 9 o'clock Eastern time isn't that bad.
The best part is you're going to get everything in one swoop. Yep. Everything of the whole day, because she will be there from the morning till that evening.
I'm going to be working hard to get you guys as much coverage as I can. I just, I can't risk getting in trouble with Disney. We work too hard, and I don't want to get in trouble.
No. So just be ready for it. Like I said, we could still send out the text alert to say it's going to go live here at 6, or we're going to start pushing
I'm going to do my best to keep annoying you and reminding you when it's going to be out, because I want to make sure. See, that's the problem I was talking about earlier in the feed, that Facebook has been really crappy in the past week, and people aren't seeing, I put out something, and we have almost 400,000 followers, and it goes to 100 people. It's so frustrating.
It is very frustrating. So that day, and most likely we won't push it all out right at 6. We'll start pushing out at 6. We don't want to crash our site with traffic, which could happen with this, right?
Yeah, it could, but I would rather you watch our coverage than somebody else's.
Exactly. So I'm gonna be loading all the videos to YouTube, and then I will make them public right at 6. So you guys can see them, but I'll have them loaded in the back end where I can see them, make sure they're all set to go, and then once it's 6 o'clock, I can just make them all public so you guys can see them on YouTube. So if you subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notifications bell, you will receive a notification that those videos are live on our page, and you'll be able to go see them there. Any information that she can send to me to write up, I will. Most likely she will have to write it up, and she was told there is a media room for her to go into and prep things and get it ready. So she could always go in there, write something, send it to me, and I can put it on the back end of the site, and then again, we can have that set to publish right at 6.
Yeah, so at 6:01, as soon as it's lifted. Now,
6:01 Pacific time.
Pacific time.
Yes.
I thought we were gonna, so when I got to cover Toy Story Land, as soon as I walked into Toy Story Land, there was no embargo, there was no rules. I was able to go live immediately. This is such a big deal with this land opening that they're putting restrictions on us, and I didn't know that. I just found that out.
Yeah.
So I apologize, because I thought we were going to be able to just go in and record, but legalities.
Yeah, the plan was she was going to go into the land. I was going to find a place to set up with my laptop, my iPad, and just be sitting outside the land, so that way when she sent me stuff, I could push it right out to you guys. And that was our plan. We had our Wi-Fi, our hotspot Wi-Fi with us to make sure we were set to go. And then when Disney put the embargo on, it's like, okay, put the brakes on. We got to figure out a new way to do this. So everything will be released 6 o'clock next Wednesday, not this Wednesday, next Wednesday. Pacific time, 9 o'clock Eastern time.
I will remind you. I will remind you. I will put reminders up all day. This is where I'm at. As soon as they lift it, I will do that.
And just so you know, I know next Monday is Memorial Day, and we are going to have family time. We are still going to do, even if it's a half an hour, 40-minute show, we're still going to do a show next week.
Just to remind you of everything that's going on.
Yeah, of what's coming up. And plus, we're going to be doing a giveaway tonight. We're going to be giving that giveaway next Monday. But it won't be a long show. It'll be kind of quick, just kind of an update. Here's what's going to happen with Disneyland.
It'll be just a reminder show. It's not going to be like all of this, because my family will still be here, and we have to get up super early the next morning and leave. And It's, I wonder if they will do that here since the second land. That's a good question, Michelle Perkins. I don't know.
We know there is a media event going to happen here.
Yes.
That was confirmed.
But being that the two lands are identical, I don't think there's going to be an embargo on the one here because it's not going to be a surprise.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be a surprise for
a surprise,
this
but
one.
not.
But
Yeah,
not
this
for
one
out
is
there.
bigger because it's first.
And any media that isn't able to go to California will be there for their first shot.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. I'll see what I can find out.
Hopefully it's live here, because then you could go live as you're walking into it and be like,
I hope. I mean, you know, I get that competitive nature, and I want to just put everything live, and I want you guys to see what I'm seeing.
She puts on shoulder pads, just knocks
like,
people down.
Let's go.
I gotta give
no, because when I went into Toy Story Land, I didn't even go look at it before you guys. I put it on live so we could all see it for the first time together, because I think that's important.
Right. So,
okay.
So let's go ahead and do we have a giveaway? Did we want to give that away now for last week's, that little Tiana bag?
Yes. Okay, so we're gonna give away the Tiana Daniel Nicole purse, and please don't be sad because we have another wonderful gift behind it. And at random, we chose a name, and it is Lindsay Harvey.
Lindsay Harvey, congratulations! You've won this little Tiana bag. I believe you bought from Lost Princess Apparel, so I believe I do have your address and such, and I can get that out. And the winner from last week, I apologize. It will be going out tomorrow. It's just been busy. I haven't gotten it out, but I will get that out tomorrow, and I will also get this one out. Lindsay, I do believe I have your address. So I don't think I need you to send it to me, but
just in case,
if you don't mind, just send me an email. You can just send it to Scott@themainstreetmouse.com, and I'll go ahead and get that out to you.
Where's this week's prize?
This week's.
Do you have it?
No, you right there behind your phone. Isn't it? I don't have it. So let me tell you a little bit before she shows this prize. When we were at D23 in 2017, I had the privilege of meeting who's become a friend of mine, Ari, he owns this jewelry company. It's a What's Your Passion Jewelry, and if you go to comicbookjewelry.com, you'll see what his website offers. He actually at that con had given me a Spider-Man ring, and these aren't just normal convention type rings or jewelry rings. These are real jewelry. I mean, it's real good quality. It's heavy. She compared the weight to like a class ring almost, how big it was and everything. So he gave me the ring. I did a review for it way back then, and we've talked about it here and there. This weekend, I got the Captain America shield from him, just because he knows I'm a huge Captain America, and it's actually the one he wears too. I'm just a huge Captain America fan, and he knew that. Michelle saw a Captain Marvel necklace,
Captain Marvel,
which she got this weekend, which she truly loved. But they're like, you know what? I want to give you guys something to give to your fans. We want to give you, his sister, Avi, said, I want to give you guys something to give to the fans. And I'm like, well, what do we do? What do you got? So, yeah, if you know anything about MegaCon this past weekend, it was the 30th anniversary of the Mickey Mouse Club. And actually a few of our members were there. Cheryl and Stacy were both there. And they got to go to the party at Epcot and such. But they gave us this beautiful necklace. Go ahead. That says MMC30 on it. Is it hashtag MMC30?
MMC30. It was exclusively made for MegaCon this weekend for the Mickey Mouse Club reunion. Yes. These are limited edition Mickey Mouse Club necklaces.
And I believe all the Mouseketeers got them.
Yes, these were made for the Mickey Mouse Club Mouseketeers, the alumni, and we are giving one to you.
One away, thanks to the comic book jewelry. They gave us this to give to you guys. So we're going to do the giveaway like we normally do it. Michelle's going to give you guys a word to use for this.
And these are heavy-duty necklaces, you guys. This is not cheap jewelry at all. They don't tarnish. They're beautiful. Again, you had to be at MegaCon to get this necklace. And I will put a link to their site as well. You can see their jewelry. It's beautiful.
It is. And it's all good quality. It's heavy-duty. Their family's a long line of gemologists, and they made jewelry their whole life.
And they have more new stuff coming in.
So much stuff. They've told us stuff. There's going to be D23. They'll have a booth there. That's where we met them. They have the exclusive contract with Marvel. They have contracts with other fandoms out there. So they're constantly growing, constantly new stuff coming out all the time. And we've watched their company really grow since we've become friends with them. They're from Florida here.
Beautiful jewelry. And we'll see them at D23 as well. But this lovely, heavy-duty, gorgeous necklace can be yours if you put the words Mickey Mouse and where you live on this feed. Mickey Mouse city and state or wherever you happen to live, you can get extra entries by following them on Instagram. I'm going to go back after we shut this off and I will put their links. What are they under on Facebook? Did you write it down?
I did not actually, but I can look that up really quick. I believe it's.
But we want to send them some traffic, considering they gave us this to give away, it's under what is under Venture.
What is it? YP? Let me see.
WYP.
Sure. Let me see if I can find it that way. Sorry, I should have looked it up, and I thought you.
I'll put the links in the feed afterwards, and I will tag it on Instagram as well, so you guys can follow them.
Sorry, yeah, I should have.
And then
I apologize.
You want extra entries to win this piece of jewelry? You can go once this show is loaded to YouTube. Go on our YouTube page under this video and put Mickey Mouse and then the city and state that you live in.
Right. So if you go to comic book jewelry. That's funny. Ari just messaged me also, so I was typing that. But if you just go to comicbookjewelry.com, you can see their website and see all they do have to offer. And from there, they do have links to their Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter. I believe it's just What's Your Passion Jewelry, or is it just What's Your Passion on Facebook? Like I said, they're on Instagram. They are all over. So if you guys could just go give them a like, a follow, we'd appreciate it. They package this so well. I mean, the rings, the men's jewelry comes in a box like this, and it's a great box for it to be placed in.
That's a nice box.
Where you can display it. So it's a marble box. The box folds down to display, and then it also comes with a certificate. So this was for my Spider-Man ring. I got the same box, but with a cap. Certificate of authenticity for my necklace. It's been great. They're great people. We really
high quality,
really
jewelry.
High quality. It's not cheap jewelry like you might find at vendors where they're just trying to sell you $40-$20 rings.
These are good nice stuff. And polished. And they have exclusive pieces coming for D23 and San Diego Comic-Con. And so there's more pieces that's going to be added to their site. And again, beautiful jewelry. So nice of them to donate something for all of you.
So. And really good people. They really care about people, and you'll get to know that if you do purchase anything from them. So if you're at a convention and you do see them, say hi to them, tell them you heard about them from here. But like Michelle said, go out there, give them a like on Facebook, like on Instagram, follow them. Check out their website. There's a newsletter you can sign up for to get email alerts when they come out with new things. And if you have any kind of fandom follower in your life that loves Marvel or loves any of the other things that are coming out with, I don't want to spoil anything. But there's so many fandoms they're doing stuff for. Go out there, give them a follow, watch for it. You're going to see birthday presents and Christmas presents coming up for people who are really into this stuff.
And all you have to do to enter is put Mickey Mouse, your city and state on this feed, on our YouTube feed when it's loaded, and I'm going to throw in some extra entries on Instagram. So follow us on Instagram with Mickey Mouse. And them.
You have to follow them too.
I will tag them on Instagram as well so that we can cross-promote it.
And then when I ship that, I'm actually going to have to ship that with some insurance on it because that's worth a little bit more than what we normally do.
Yeah, it's a really good prize. It is a really good prize.
Yep, definitely.
So next Monday night, we are going to announce who won the necklace, and then we will give you the rundown again for Galaxy's Edge so that you guys know what the deal is. Anybody who may have missed it tonight, so that they know about the embargo, how we have to wait until a certain time to put out the information. And,
as it's announced.
Right. Yeah, because my family will be here this week. And
it's going to be a quick show next Monday, so we promise we won't take up a lot of the show.
And I am going to be stressed out because of the plane ride and everything else.
So she won't sleep that night either.
I'm not going to sleep probably for a week. And if you are the praying kind, please say a prayer for me that I can get through this week and get through the flight in one piece and be okay and do a good job at Disneyland because I'm really stressed about the flight. So any prayers that you can send me, I appreciate it.
And this is our first media event at Disneyland, so she's also nervous about covering that. We don't want to do anything wrong.
I'm nervous just talking about it. So I appreciate any kind of good wishes you can send my way.
Definitely. And one thing I want to mention too, if you guys haven't seen it yet, TMSM Emporium off the Main Street Mouse. Lots of great shirt stuff.
Oh yeah, we got some great shirts.
I keep trying to load new shirts all the time. Last week we did release a Tangled one. We released the Starbucks style logo with the different princesses, and I think Pink's one of them as well. Maleficent, I may believe.
There's a Tangled one in there.
Yeah, there is a Tangled one. We've kind of done quite a bit.
You forgot. He made Aladdin Main Street Mouse shirts. It's got the genie with TMSM in like Aladdin print.
And then the URL underneath it. So I did that. I'm going to work on some more. I don't know how much I'll get this week because, like Michelle said, we're going to be kind of busy this week. But if I can, I will try to load a few in there this week as we're going on. I've got a lot of great ideas in my head for a lot of designs and a few that I'm working on, so we can see what we can get.
And the prices are really affordable and the quality is great. So thank you. And I see all your prayers coming in. Thank you so much. I mean, it means so much because I'm just so stressed. I'm really stressed, and I really hope I get some sleep, and I hope that the plane gets there safely.
Hey, well.
And I hope I do a good job.
No worries. You're going to do like it was your superstar.
So I appreciate it. And I guess that's it.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think so. So, again, congratulations, Lindsay, on the purse. Have no fear if you did not win anything in the past couple of weeks because we're going to give out more prizes.
And I'm just going to throw a few screens at you guys here really quickly. So again, TMSM text alerts. If you want to make sure you don't miss our live show every Monday night, sign for text alerts. We send out a message roughly 5 minutes before the show starts with the link to the Facebook page to where you can just log into there and scroll down and watch the video right there. So we do remind you. So that's another way we're kind of bribing you. We're going to give you a little reminder for the show. So in order to do that, just text TMSM live to 94253. Is that what it is? I can't remember.
I don't know. Is it?
I can't see because our logo is over it on the screen here. So let me pull the logo up there. Yes, 94253. Text the word TMSM live. And we will add you to the list, and then when we go live here at 7 o'clock on Monday nights, we will send you a text message out there. And I bet you while we're in Disneyland, we'll probably go live at night, at least one of the nights while we're there to talk to you guys. So we'll probably send out a message through there, too, to let you guys know we're going live. So we'll get rid of that screenshot.
Like Jody just said, don't forget my support cat on the plane.
Oh, I hit the wrong screen. I didn't want that screen. So I hit the wrong screen. So don't forget TMSM Radio's out there. If you go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and just search TMSM Radio, you can go ahead and download our app. It is completely free of charge for you to listen to. Corey's actually going to start working on that with us and trying to get more music and more things. And I think he actually wants to play DJ Corey here and there. So he'll be able to go live and talk and do things like that. So that is coming as well. So again, just go to the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store, search the word TMSM Radio, and it'll come up there. And that's all sponsored by our friends at Kingdom Stroller. So they make that possible for you guys to listen to for free. TMSM Coffee.
Oh, coffee. I forgot about coffee.
Yes, we have a bag of it right here. Coffee Shop of Horrors and us, we partnered together to create the TMSM Coffee. It's a churro-flavored coffee, which everybody I've heard says so far they like it. I haven't heard anything negative about it. So you can go to their website or just go to tmsm.shop/coffee. You can order your own bag. They have them in various different sizes, and they also have a lot of different flavors of coffee there, and every one of them is great. So go out there, check them out, and also you can give them a like on Facebook or Instagram and follow along and see what else new we're going to do with them. Also, donation goes to Give Kids the World on every bag of that coffee that sells. So just know that when you purchase it, you're also giving back to the kids that Give Kids the World.
That's right. Coffee for a good cause.
Exactly.
Spectral Churro.
Spectral Churro.
Pretty awesome.
Most likely you're following the Main Street Mouse on at The Main Street Mouse on Facebook, but you can also follow us on Instagram and YouTube at The Main Street Mouse. Make sure on YouTube you click the little bell there to get notifications so that when we go live you do get an email or an alert depending on how you have it set up to let you know that we are uploaded a video to YouTube. I think it also works if we go live on YouTube. They also get a notification. I'm not sure exactly. But just make sure you do that. On Twitter you can follow us at Main Street Mouse. Forget the... and that way you can follow us on Twitter. We don't, Michelle's trying to do all the posting on there, so we're trying to keep that channel active.
They're still talking about support animals.
They are. You can follow Michelle and I both on Instagram. You can follow Michelle at Michelle M. Atwood. That's Michelle with one L, M. Atwood, or myself, TMSM Avenger. Follow us both on Instagram, especially when we're at Disneyland next week. We're going to be doing a lot of posting, a lot of our Instagram stories then, so you guys will see a lot. That's all my screenshots for this week. I took out the Star Wars one because that doesn't matter anymore. Because they kind of changed it all for us.
And again, don't forget about our giveaway with What's Your Passion Jewelry. I will put a link on our Instagram so that you can go and follow them as well. They're wonderful people. The giveaway this week is a gorgeous necklace. You guys are really going to want to get it. So one more time, Mickey Mouse and your city and state on this live feed and on the YouTube feed once it's up. And please check Instagram because I will post this there as well.
That's it.
And I think that's it.
That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was another great show. We appreciate you guys. We do this for you guys.
Yes.
That's the reason we keep doing the show every week. So many people enjoy it. We get messages all the time. We do appreciate when you guys reach out and tell us you do enjoy it. So that's what keeps us going and doing this each and every week.
Yes, we really appreciate you, and we couldn't do this without you. And we hope that you all have a magical week, and we will see you here next
on Memorial
Monday.
Day. We'll see you on Memorial Day, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll see you there. Stay cool. It's hot out there if you're in Florida. It's really hot.
Yes, have a great week.
Yep.
We appreciate
Take care, guys.
it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.